Greetings everybody from my 2014 Mercedes-Benz GLK250 Bluetec. So I wanted to give a quick update to those of you who have seen my video about my loose axle. So just to recap, about 1,000 miles ago, not due to any symptoms or anything, just randomly trying to find a clunk in the front end, which I think is coming from the strut. I found out that you could grab the driver's side CV axle and move it up and down a little bit. It doesn't have a huge amount of play, but just a little bit. So the theory goes that there's something that happens to the oil pan, which gets rid of the support for the intermediate drive shaft bearing. So I, at that point, or at some point thereafter, decided that the car's probably been like that the entire time I've had it, which I've now put a little over 7,000 miles on it personally. But the first time I actually discovered it and documented it was about 1,000 miles ago. So in that 1,000 miles, absolutely nothing has changed. It hasn't gotten any worse. There's no symptoms while driving, and no noises, no vibrations, nothing like that. So I guess all signs point to continuing to drive it. There's not a whole lot of really detailed videos about this issue out there. I did see one where somebody was replacing his intermediate shaft bearing, but his was still stuck in the pan. In his case, the bearing itself failed, but my bearing seems to be fine, and it's the oil pan, or there might be these two little pegs on the bottom of the oil pan that are used to support the center drive shaft bearing. I was going to try to get under there again and see if I could get figure some more out about it. It does, even though I've kind of decided to have the experiment where I just see how long I can go with it. I mean, it could be another 50,000 miles, or it could break right now. But it does kind of drive me nuts knowing that that's there, and not fully understanding what it is. So if anything, I'd probably be doing the community a service by continuing to drive it, just to see how long it'll go like that. The other thing about that is, I'm guessing a lot of people that have these 4matics, of all ilks, not just the GLK250 Bluetec, but all the 4matics from this era, they all have a somewhat similar setup. So I am guessing that there's a lot of people out there, maybe over 100,000 miles, that are driving like this and are just blissfully unaware because there's no symptoms. Yeah, that's the rub. No symptoms whatsoever. So the other theory is that even though that little support piece is missing, or whatever happened, the axle or the bearing must continue to rest on the bottom part of the oil pan while I'm driving, without any bouncing around, because otherwise, I mean, you would absolutely notice if something like that was going on. So maybe it just stays put, and who knows what caused it to break, or when it broke, or anything like that. And the other thing is, since there's no symptoms, and I believe the clunk is not related to that, if you do have a clunk in your front end on your GLK, it is probably not that bearing, or probably not the oil pan. I did some more videos about it if you want to see exactly what it looks like. But anyway, on that note, have a great day, everyone. And I'm guessing this car has decided he doesn't want to be passed. Love it when people speed up. All right, have a good day.